Well, hello and welcome to the most unusual tarot reading on the internet. It's unusual because it comes at you from several different directions. It's grounded in the current social politics of the moment. Okay, that's important. You have to have a base to work from. Whatever's going on in your world at a given point will impact how you use the tarot energy. Okay? So we need to take a look at what's going on in the world around us. And because we add in things like numerology with astrology to the mix, we help to ground it. It's not fake, it's not a fairy tale. We combine energy and data so that we open up the possibilities, the potential. Because I've done tarot for over 20 years. And in my 20 years, I have never ever found that tarot ever effectively, consistently predicts a damn thing. But what it is the science of potential. What your potential is, what that frequency is the energy you have to use. Now, what is the social political environment you find yourself in? Because that energy will be used differently depending on where you happen to find yourself. The central focus, though, is definitely tarot, the frequency of the moment. Okay, there are no shortcuts, no cosmic imagery, no woo-woo. Just this good, solid foundation. And then we focus on the energy of the moment. That's the tarot. The theme for today's tarot reading is chaos and conflict. That's the plan. We live in a surreal circus. A cosmic shit show. There's no other way to put it. What we are seeing in real time is the disintegration of civilizations, of humanity. Politicians don't care about us. George Carlin was right. They're working for the rich. They're working for the bankers. They're working for the people who have the money, who set up the system to make sure the rich keep the money. And they don't care about the rest of us. Doesn't make any difference what we want. Doesn't make any difference what they tell us when they're running for office. I voted for Trump. I thought he was the only choice, not just the best choice, was the only choice. I wasn't happy with it, but okay. I was hopeful. But since he stepped into office, every one of his major promises to the American voter have been walked away from. Every single one. More to come. I said that this was going to be the case when we were looking at the astrology. This was a year when the energy was very favorable between the far planets, Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, Saturn, even Jupiter in the beginning of the year. And you would think, well, geez, all the planets are in real good aspects to one another. That's going to be great. No. All it means is it's easy, and it's going to be easy on a global scale. The potential for lies, deceit, obfuscation, tyranny are centered on the fact that Saturn and Neptune are together in Aries. Saturn doesn't like Aries. Neptune doesn't like Aries. You put them together. Yeah, they got great energy between, Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto and Uranus. I gotcha. But look at what happened when Jupiter went into Cancer back a month or so ago. Cancer's home, security, faith, connection, and it created an imbalance in the energy, especially between Neptune and Saturn. And look what's happened. It's all falling apart. And of course, now we got Saturn going retrograde, which is more. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I just want to focus on, we're setting up the environment that we live in. Now let's take a look at that tarot energy. We do know that manifesting is the kryptonite. Numerology and astrology are the waves of fate that push us along. The tarot says, how am I going to use this energy? Gives a full picture, full color rendition of our lives. Not black and white, full color. So with that said, how if we begin our tarot frequency journey. It's a thing that I call the astrologic portion of the reading. Let's take a look at the astrology. I've been talking about it. The rest of this year and a good part of next year will be impacted by the Saturn retrograde. By the way, Saturn is the first faraway planet that is beginning the retrograde season. Retrogrades are taking a second look. Retrogrades are seeing behind the curtain. Retrogrades give us a chance to review, redo. And Saturn, it doesn't mess around. No screwing around with Saturn. Saturn is the great discipliner. This is the game. These are the rules. This is what you're going to do. If you don't, you're going to pay the price. So, with Saturn going retrograde, look at how we're going back in time. Oh, yeah, we had the Epstein files, but now there's nothing to those Epstein files. And if you ask questions about them, you're stupid. Yeah, we're going to back away from Ukraine, but you know what? We just stepped up. We're going to be giving them more stuff. Yeah, we're going to take kind of cool things down in the Middle East, but we're still fighting against Iran, and we're still doing whatever Israel tells us. Yeah, but. But. It's kind of like peekaboo showtime. We come in and out of the fog. Neptune's the fog. Saturn is the reality. So you keep going into this fog and going, what the hell is going on? I can't even see. I can't make sense out of it. Saturn pulls you back and says, here, now take a look. And what you see you don't like. And then, boom, you're back in again, the fog. Back and forth, peekaboo, all the time. Makes it very difficult. And with Saturn just now turning retrograde, Jupiter in a bad aspect to Saturn and Neptune, and retrograde season just beginning, whoo, baby. I think very likely the White House has hurt itself enough to where the MAGA days are gone. People did not expect the lies. People did not expect the scam or the sham. They're getting it in spades, and it's all over. Interestingly, next year is our 250th anniversary of the United States of America. I think it's time for 1776 to come back. I think it's time to review our government, review our White House, review. Tom Jefferson said, you know, the government's here to serve you. Doesn't work. Change it. Fix it. It's your job. It's your responsibility as a citizen. It may be time to step up to our rights as American citizens. Very disappointing, but if you're expecting it to get better, to get easier, don't. Because you're going to be getting these little peaks at reality, probably largely disappointments. You're going to be told one thing, you find out something else is being done. Ain't going away. Ain't going to get any better. Ain't going to get, as they say, ain't going to get any funner. But it's what we have to work with. So let's step up to the plate. Here's the meme for today. If you keep people exhausted and distracted, they're not going to organize. If you keep them struggling and divided, they're not going to resist. System's not broken. It's working just like design. This is what they had to do to break us down. People in the World Economic Forum and other places have clearly said, Bill Gates, top of the list, we want 90% of you dead by 2050. We'll take 2040, be happy with 2040, but we'll hold off till 2050. We want no more than 500 million people on the planet. The system's working perfectly. Yeah, you're exhausted. Yeah, you're distracted. Great. Keep them struggling. Keep them divided. Keep them bitching at themselves. Yeah, that's great. The game continues, and it's working just the way they want it. Let's now focus on the tarot. 5 of Wands. We were talking about bitching, moaning, you know, people fighting, all this discord going on, black, white, men, women, and all that kind of crap. That's exactly what they want. That's exactly what they want. Keeping us divided keeps us weak. Easier to fight against, easier to break down. It's just the game. Next card, Knight of Wands. Wands are positivity, excitement, joy, enthusiasm. Yes, we have chaos and conflict, but there's always that little element where maybe, just maybe, and of course the Knight in any of the tarot cards, the Knight of Wands or Cups or whatever, doesn't make any difference. Knights always bring you gifts. So in the middle of all this discord, the Knight of Wands steps in. There will be an opportunity to heal, to join together, to be positive, to be grateful. Not put up with the shit that we're getting, but to change it and have the courage and belief. Passion and confidence. That's what the Knight of Wands brings. Passion and confidence in the middle of all this chaos, conflict, and division. Real simple. Third card, the Fool card. I love my card. That is my favorite card in tarot because it's all about faith. Here you see this guy carrying nothing. I mean, he's not materially attached. He's got a knapsack, got a flower, a pet, a dog with him, and he's standing on the cliff. That's where we are. We're looking for the sunshine, the real sunshine, not the stuff that's filtered through chemicals in the sky. Real sunshine, real enlightenment, real brightness, real hope, real joy. That's going to take faith. But it's okay because Knight of Wands is going to give us the opportunity to be grateful, to have joy in our hearts, to believe again. We're going to have that opportunity. The battle and discord is part of the old game. That's what they want to do to break us down. There's a chance for passion. There's a chance for confidence. There's a chance for gratitude. When we accept those gifts, change and positive beginnings are the end result. There's no question about it. We can do this. That's it for today. Reading is up. It's a big heavy-duty reading, but they're a big heavy-duty reading every single day because we live in a heavy-duty single word. But I thank you for being here each and every day with me. Please like and subscribe. It's vital for not just me, but every podcaster. Anybody who is trying to speak the truth, trying to help you to see clearly, trying to empower you is under threat. Please like and subscribe. That's it for today. Back again tomorrow with another tarot manifested reading. Between now and then, peace and blessings.